From breaking headlines to stories that shape the entire region and beyond, here's a rundown of the major stories of the week.
Western Visayas has earned the title Global Crew Factory as the country's leading producer of seafarers. Nearly 70,000 maritime professionals from the region are deployed worldwide, solidifying the Philippines' position as the top global source of seafarers. Maritime institutions like the John B. Lacson Foundation Maritime University and the Iloilo Merchant Marine School continued to expand, producing graduates who are highly sought after by international shipping companies. Notably, more women are now entering these programs, breaking barriers in a field once dominated by men. For health-related news, health officials warn that children remain vulnerable to dengue despite a 52% drop in cases compared to last year. Iloilo has logged more than 4,700 infections and 17 deaths so far in 2025. The Iloilo Provincial Health Office urges communities to practice the 4S strategy: search and destroy mosquito breeding sites, self-protection, seek early consultation, and support fogging operations. Meanwhile, in infrastructure, the long-delayed Aganon flyover project in Pavia, Iloilo may finally see completion. The Department of Public Works and Highways has allocated 285 million pesos under the 2026 national budget to fix foundation flaws and resume construction. Officials say that the project, which began in 2020 but was suspended in 2022, could be completed by the end of 2026 if works proceed on schedule. However, Ilonggos remain cautiously hopeful after years of delay and public frustration. The Philippine Army has declared the communist insurgency in Panay Island on the brink of collapse, with only 20 or less new People's Army rebels still active. Sustained operations, surrenders, and community support have weakened their presence. Since 2019, over 7.6 million pesos in aid has been extended to former rebels through the government's reintegration program. The Army remains hopeful that Panay will soon be insurgency-free. But even as peace efforts advance, nature has brought new challenges. A strong magnitude 6.9 earthquake in Cebu felt across Panay, Guimaras, and Negros has prompted the Office of Civil Defense to order immediate inspections of schools, hospitals, bridges, and other critical infrastructures in the region. Authorities warn that weakened structures may pose life-threatening risks, especially older buildings not built to modern seismic standards. Residents are also urged to report even minor cracks and damage in their homes. On the other hand, Western Visayas faces a classroom crisis. The Department of Education reports a shortage of more than 6,400 classrooms in the region. Antique and Iloilo Province top the list of deficits, forcing schools to hold classes in covered courts, makeshift spaces, or through shifting schedules. Officials cite budget bottlenecks and delayed funding as the root causes, while stopgap measures like temporary structures and alternative schedules are keeping students learning despite overcrowded conditions. Moreover, the recent 6.9 magnitude quake has spotlighted the vulnerability of Iloilo City's Heritage District. Of 80 heritage buildings inspected, 6 were declared unsafe, which require urgent retrofitting. City building official engineer Mavi Gustilo warned that neglect and age have made many structures fragile. She stressed that retrofitting and compliance with safety standards must be prioritized to safeguard both people and heritage. Meanwhile, inspections of public structures revealed 11 unsafe government buildings and 3 high-risk facilities, including one at Iloilo Central Elementary School and another at the West Visayas State University Medical Center. Gustilo urged proactive action before another strong quake occurs. Lastly, teacher shortages persist in Western Visayas as student enrollment surges. The Department of Education reports over 3,200 vacant teaching posts across the region. With classrooms overflowing, many schools are resorting to shifting schedules and multi-grade sessions. Educators warn that the strain is eroding instructional quality and teacher well-being. DepEd said it is working with the DBM to expedite hiring and deploy teachers strategically, but education stakeholders stress that long-term investment and faster processing are crucial to addressing the widening gap between teacher supply and student demand.
And that's a wrap on this week's top stories. Stay tuned and be informed with more news updates and stories that matter. Only here on Panay News, the #1 regional newspaper in Western Visayas.